Nope. Duchess. All right. All right, we're getting this done. I'm here. I'm here. Oh my God. I'm here. I'm here. Oh my God. No, the party can start now. All messages. Have it tuned to all messages. Got to go and rearrange this because this little area in which we are standing is where I have my space for boxing. Now, I was hoping that the area on the outside of the house would be perfect for boxing in the afternoon, but literally, despite the way that it's all set up and the sun should be hitting from over there, I can see sunlight right up until nightfall hitting on that side of the house. I was like, fuck. And for those that don't know, the Quest 3, well, Quest 2, Quest 3, whatever Quest you're using, for some reason was not designed with the sun in mind.
For some reason.
For some reason. I would love to be able to go and play that sucker up there in the sunlight. But by golly, if it gets hit by the sunlight, it permanently damages the headset. My good Lord. Now, come on. Duchess, you were right where the chair belongs. Ah! We're going to start working. We're going to start our workout regimen tomorrow with push-ups. Shit took too long today. Get out of the way. And we have actually got to go to bed relatively on time because tomorrow, I did my damnedest. Tomorrow, we are going to be heading out to a bazaar. Actually, it's more or less a farmer's market, but same general principle. My wife's art is going to be for sale, and hopefully that will do well. I've already thrown out a bunch of my my advertisements for the shindig, and let me tell you, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. I did piss people off today online, though, so hopefully that does not reflect negatively on the outcome.
Right.
It was one line, like 5 words, and the whole fucking chat just blew apart. Hey, Mystic Lotus and IMGO. Let's get my brother's bug out bag moved. And all of my wife's molds that are still over here.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, I see that you moved everything else but the molds. So I know you were over here being busy.
Well, it's not like I need the molds tomorrow.
Gotta clean up my animal area. Good Lord. Ah! Okay. Now, we do need to start this. The alligator lizard is in its enclosure. Not just in its enclosure, but it's actually resting underneath the plastic platform that I covered in dirt, acting as it would out in the wild because they love flat surfaces. Alligator lizards cannot get enough of flat surfaces. So having something flat for them to lay on is an amazing idea. Had ribs for Din Din. We had chicken from Costco that was fall off the bone good.
It was almost.
Whoo! Lordy!
It was almost too cooked. Like.
Now.
It was almost like it was just perfect.
Let's see if it'll do it again. Oh, it's not going to do it. This is absolutely wet after our little fighting shindig on the Oculus today. My biggest problem with that thing today did make me complain. The fact that when your internet starts pinging, fluctuating between good and bad, it actually gives you an advantage in the gameplay because the enemy cannot hit you, well, with any damage or any force. So it's a source of discourse for those who are trying to make me feel remorse, if that makes sense. I've just set up a home media center. Now I've got my headset charging again. Probably won't get much time to play it tomorrow.
No, but that was a good portion of the day, I think.
We have got to go and find a hose to set up so that we can start watering those blueberries. Somebody was actually supposed to get paid to come out and like take care of the area around them. Well, I need to add movies to it. Pics on Discord? Pics for what? Oh, the home media center. Alrighty. So we're going to start with the 2 tarantulas that we actually fed yesterday. Alright. First one being the Theraphosa apophysis, or the pink-legged tarantula. These critters are primarily insectivores, but will eat vertebrates if you give them the chance to. What is going on? Oh my lord, it's 2 hard inches.
That's it.
Lordy. Well, it could be worse.
True, there could be nothing hard.
When there's nothing hard here in the United States, ain't nothing there. Usually it's because somebody wanted to look gangster when they put their firearm, their piece if you would, down the front of their britches and accidentally discharged. Yeah. Timmy becomes a Tanya. Just saying.
Timmy becomes a what?
A Tanya.
Wow, hon. Just wow.
It's okay. It's okay to be in rehab.
That means you're getting help.
Yeah, it means you're getting help. A lot of people don't go to rehab. They just stay stuck. Now this is Legs, the Theraphosa apophysis. She went and had herself a roach yesterday. At first, she was most assuredly not happy with my presence in her domicile. I'm gonna go wash my hands. They still smell like gas. And if you're wondering, yes, the cage is open, but she's so fucking big. I'm not too worried about her getting loose. There we go. Yeah, no, I knew that for me, harder alcohol was, in fact, a big problem. I didn't know when to stop drinking when I started. It wasn't until I started really truly hating myself that I wound up giving up alcohol. And I didn't do it the typical way. I didn't go to a treatment center. I just quit drinking. And then I learned the hard way that if you've been a frequent alcoholic, like drinking every single day, obscene amounts of alcohol, and you quit cold turkey, it can have negative consequences on your body almost immediately. When I initially did that, I would wake up in just pools of sweat. Gross, am I right? So you got yourself an entertainment system over there in the UK. So do you have to go and pay for your television, or is it all computer? I have green beer on St. Patty's Day. Well, I mean, if it's one day out of the year, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, don't do that. Even if it's not and you guys drink, everybody has a vice that's got a nasty price. And I gave up my nasty vice for obvious reasons. Swapped it out for exercising and critter care. Hence, you guys are all here with me now. Look at this. So for the Theraphosa you want to go make sure she's got herself a nice, moist cage. She is a she. I went and... Okay, her water's good. For a second, I was like, is it cloudy? Did she shit in her water? Ooh, heavens. Oh. Whew. Wow, how am I already having the protein farts, honey? That's some bullshit. Ugh.
What do we have for dinner last night?
I don't know. Wait, I do know. It was nothing but protein, but still. If I was going to have problems from that, I would have. Oh my God, what I did to the toilet this morning. Foul. You're welcome. Now, when it comes to keeping larger tarantulas, well, even minor, smaller tarantulas, be sure to lock the lids of the cages with cage clamps, or keep them in cages that naturally have clamps built into them, like the next tarantula I'm about to show you. She is a stunner when she's out. Yesterday, I noticed that she had her feet out on her webbing from inside of her den, and I was like, oh, that looks like a hungry tea. So I went and grabbed myself one of my roaches, dropped it on the webbing, and she took it. Yeah, I just used an old computer dedicated to it. That's good. Still use what? The old computer? I stopped using it. Am I missing something here? Well, I set it up. Purpose. Yeah. Well, there you go. So you repurpose the computer. Yeah, I've heard about the government over there in the UK making you pay for use for your television, and they will literally send their popo, if you would, to go and enforce the payment laws, because nothing.
So if you want to watch TV, you've got to make a payment.
You've got to pay for the BBC. And, I'm glad we haven't tried doing that here in the U.S., because I'm pretty sure people would be throwing televisions into the harbors, and that's just terrible for the fish population. Yep, TV license. You'll see, that to me sounds an awful lot like tyranny. Alright. Girl, I hate to break it to you, but we're not going to feed you more than one roach a day. That's freaking awesome. Are you going to go out and throw her a party, or going to attend a party? Let's look at this. This is the girl that we just fed. Hey, Balabat. This is our beautiful baby girl, Ducky. Ducky is a female green bottle blue tarantula who has destroyed her webbing that was right here. You probably can't see my finger through that glass. It was right there. Looks like she took her prey item that she had yesterday down to the forest floor in her cage. So, you reach in there. This is what happens to a dubia roach that you feed a tarantula. Yummy. Now, we misted her cage yesterday, and she has been on a webbing spree. Just fantastic. You see some poops on the ground right there. No, well, you know what? That is just as good. Birthday parties are sometimes not required. Heck, I don't think I have birthday parties anymore. There's something about getting like above 21 years old. Well, where you hear it's your birthday and you're just like, oh god, another one? So fuck, it's been 34 years.
Hey, you got it right.
34 years. I came in like a wrecking ball. Jesus. Thank you for the likes, guys. Remember to like and share. Just got done, to like and subscribe. You don't need to share. That was our green bottle blue. Now it's time for this little monster. Drinking water all around. Water. Water or energy drinks. Or tea or coffee.
You don't think
No bong water. It's not what we're talking about. Yeah, there we go. Alf's sending the positive message. So this right here is our Vietnamese centipede. Yes, it is venomous, but it lives a very secluded life, spending the majority of its time, well, like this. If it's not actively hunting, if it's not trying to get chow or water, it's usually just vegetating under the surface. That is why I'm not too concerned about this little critter trying to bite me. It's also a good sign that it is spending so much time underground. It means that it is comfortable in its cage. Everyone I would share with is asleep. Gosh. I don't have to do dishes most of the time either, but that's because my wife does them. All right. I think we definitely gave this little critter enough dirt when we went and cleaned out its cage last time. Ow. Whew. Looks like many of the holes in this cage. Oh, we got a 6th like. I eat on plastic. You're gonna get that microplastic in your system, boss. You can't do that. It's gonna make you sick, man. So this is hello. Again, I'm not too worried about getting bitten because I know that this critter is right there. Right there. This is generally what you'd be looking for out in the wild if you're trying to find yourself some tunnels that this particular species or species like it would be using. Just holes in the ground. holes in the ground. That's what they basically use to get around. They'll usually go and pick off prey that uses said holes to stay away from other predators, which makes them probably one of the biggest pet holes in the pet trade. And by pet hole, I mean, hold on, a pet that lives in a hole that you never see. Yes, it has also been linked to deaths. Those who have heart problems, because it can cause you so much stress. There we go. We don't want to overwater it, because if you do that, you get mold growth. Which means you got to go and clean the cage again. And since I've already cleaned the cage of this animal like twice this year, Alf has been on the fast track to kidnap, this is conjecture, to kidnap homeless individuals that look like me, make them wear a Critter Keeper shirt, and then essentially go on wild sexual exploits with them. He is the reason why I'm going to get a knock on my door one of these days. That snake I posted on Discord, I don't believe I did. Alf, what the fuck? I mean, that's the only way I can foresee him actually having all this fun time with somebody, because he lives in the Midwest. He lives in the Midwest. Or middle United States. Far away from me, but he's clearly having exploits with somebody. And given what he said, it's either his wild-ass neighbor or folks that he's meeting on the streets. I live in the South.
Well, you might run into the wrong person.
Isn't he technically the wrong person? No.
I was trying to not.
Kansas, to me, is like, isn't that technically the Midwest? I would not personally consider Kansas the South. It might be Southern, but I wouldn't consider it the South. Florida, South Carolina, Texas, Southern California, New Mexico. Arizona is actually more, I guess, Midwest than most of the areas that I would call Midwest. Because it's not quite west-west, but it's not quite middle of the United States. Like Utah. Utah is middle of the United States. Alf, it wouldn't work because they wouldn't sound like Oh. You need to give me your best bad Bobby Hill impression. That's it. There it is. Alright, so these next tarantulas are Monocentropus balfouri, a terrestrial arid species typically found out of Yemen. Technically, an island in Yemen. Like, to be almost too precise. These guys are insectivores. They are also one of like 3 species that is considered capable of living in a colony. Yeah, these are the tarantulas that you typically see when you see videos of individuals with hundreds of tarantulas living in the same terrarium. Oliver, get your fluffy blonde ass away from the door. No. You can't cute your way out of it. You can't. He is so cute, though.
So you're gonna tell them what you're doing?
We're getting the kitty. What are you doing getting out of the angle of the camera? Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Nom, 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 nom. There you go. That he was so small, and he'd been even smaller before then. It's so sad to think about. The fact that he's no longer the puppy anymore.
Yes, he is. He's not a puppy.
He's not a puppy. He is a full-fledged dog. D-O-G.
He's a baby.
He is maybe mentally a baby.
What are you?
I'm just an adult that's temper prone when he's playing video games, much like my brother. Yes.
But if you destroy the Oculus, I destroy you.
You're making it sound like International Women's Day is going to come to full fruition.
I guess if you want to find out.
This is the male Monocentropus balfouri. You see that his color is almost entirely dark. He is the last of the males. He is approximately 6 years old, which is ridiculous for a male tarantula. This is our female Monocentropus balfouri. She hasn't been out much. We're hoping that she will be laying eggs in the future. How to ship a widow to you. A lot of people just say use USPS and you overnight it.
Poke air holes.
Poke air holes in the plastic container. Make sure she's a
Stuffing her in a plastic container.
make sure she is a big gal so that if the air holes are a little wider, she's not going to be prone to escaping. Hey, Olivia Cunningham. Those were Monocentropus balfouri tarantulas. We have a male and a female. Males and females tend to be easy to tell apart because the males tend to have a darker color pattern than the females, and the females tend to have a wider build. So yeah, closure. I found a gravid one. We do actually have a couple of good enclosures. We will have to go, like for instance, we can clean this one out. What we would do with a gravid widow is first go and cover up the top of the First go and clean the cage out, wipe it down thoroughly, and then we would go and take some pantyhose and put them across the top and snap the lid on so that when the babies are potentially accidentally hatched, we will go and take the egg sac out if we find it. But if the babies are hatched on the inside, they will not be able to get out. Hey, Pancake! No, we would not be interested in recluses. Black widows are one thing, but recluse tend to have a knack for causing necrosis with their bites. It'd probably not be the best idea. Do you have a snake? We have 3. I almost didn't see that post. So let's come over here. Oh, she is hungry again. You are getting fed every 2 weeks, child.
Oh shit, hon.
What?
The dogs need fed.
All right. Look at. So this one right here is Belle. Belle is a firefly morph ball python. She is yellow with yellow eyes. Look at that. Hey, Jeremy. Look at that. Her cage needs to be moistened. We'll go and get a bowl and start pouring water in. That's actually the best way. Ooh, we got 7 likes. Come on, people. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Ooh, that was my stomach. Did you guys hear that? This is Mochi. Mochi is a leucistic male. He is white. Don't know if we can see it. With blue eyes. He also has a vision impairment similar to what albino snakes have, albino animals have. So his pupils do not dilate appropriately when coming into contact with brighter lights. You can like the live stream. By the way, thank you for showing up. We do have it monetized right now, so when you first hop on, you'll probably see an advertisement. That advertisement actually goes to kick us a little bit of money toward our goals in the future. Once we get another $100, that will be sent this week. Any bit helps, then it'll all go toward the critters here. Can I get mod? Not quite yet.
Who asked? Was it somebody new?
95%. Yeah, but Alf, the other 5%, my dude. The other 5%. And we do have one other snake. He is another ball python. He is our eldest ball python. He is damn near 20 years old. 20 years old. And he's still smacking rats. Still a little fat kid. He has been with me through every single relationship. He was down in California with me, my father, and my brother. And when we went to go and stay with my mother during one summer, he was actually brought down there and then brought back up and then brought back down again. So he is well traveled for a reptile. Indubitably. He's seen more miles than almost any other ball python out there. What kills what? Me and Alf. That is so fucked. All right. I'm removing that, Alf, you dirty bastard. Ugh.
Do I want to know?
He said we reenacted Two Girls, One Cup. I fucking erased that nasty ass shit. Are you kidding me? You didn't see an ad. There better be an ad.
He gets it.
Not everybody gets it. Hold on. See if I get it. Oh shoot. Holy cow.
What?
My phone, the tablet was just not registering my finger. Alright, lead. Alright. And yeah, I got one.
Fuck!
What's wrong?
I died.
How did you, what game are you playing?
Stardew Valley. I didn't die, I passed out.
How did you pass out on Stardew Valley?
I got attacked with mine.
What if, I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. Physically speaking, I do not believe snakes have the ability to do that. As a matter of fact, a lot of snakes are rather territorial. They will, at bare minimum, they will go and compete for resources. I am not, no, because you go in and, why are your paws wet? Oh, hell no.
Whose?
Duchess.
Did you not close the lid?
Oh, fuck, I better go check. Ugh. Back away. I don't know why your paw's wet, but the lid is closed. The term I have for that is, oh, hell no.
It was closed?
It was closed.
Okay.
And that said some studies are done amongst gay ducks. That does not surprise me. There have been instances of gay penguins. Birds are just apparently gay in general.
Right, they all are so happy.
Well, considering neither are within my wheelhouse, better at what? Pissing a certain individual group off? Tesla. Wasting money on repairs? Lamborghini. Although if your battery on the Tesla dies, you are fucked, my friend. And not in the fun way. More or less the financial way. All right. So this is our Asian forest scorpion. She is looking so thick. That is crazy. I'm hoping that she molts down the line. These creatures are, on one hand, said to be able to reproduce asexually, and on the other hand, when I went to go and look it up again, it said, oh no, they need to have sex and they can't retain the sperm, so you either get what you get or you're not getting anything at all with this particular species. She is chunky though, so one way or another, something's bound to happen. Either she has chitlins, she molts, or she pops. I think those are the three options for this critter. Not poisonous, they're venomous. Most species of scorpion are venomous. I believe whip scorpions are not. Your facial expression scares me. Well, my bank account scares me, so we're all scared up in here, apparently. Yeah. So, when it comes down to it, God, it's so bright in here. Scorpions have a chemical in their exoskeleton that fluoresces under black light. My guess is, and it is a guess, that said effect is simply a genetic trait that helps them identify each other, find each other for reproductive purposes. Otherwise, it is very peculiar that said trait would be passed down to almost every single scorpion for no apparent reason. My baby, I gotta... All right, have a good night, Jeremy. All right, here we go. Just going to mist the cage down. Put them away. Asian forest scorpions are one of the most frequently found arachnid species in the pet trade. From Petco to your typical mom and pop pet shop, they are prevalent. Keeping them is pretty straightforward. They need to have about room temperature. They need to have enough dirt to dig in. And they love insects. What? We're all saying what? We're the key saying up on here now. Bye, Jeremy. Oh. On to the next tarantulas. Tomorrow is going to be such a busy day. We're going to be out in Scappoose. We are going to be setting up at about 7 o'clock. The event starts 9 o'clock, at least for us. And hopefully we get a ton of foot traffic. It's actually, in part, the Sauerkraut Festival that they had initially taken down. Are we going to zoom in here? This is our boy, Waffles. Waffles is a Harpictira pulchripes male. At least that's what those tibial hooks make it look like. Could be a false premise here, and those aren't real tibial hooks, but I doubt it. He is looking rather chunky, I will give you that. He's got a booty on him. He has been spicy in the past. Have a good night, Jerome. You want to watch Finding Nemo 2? Is that body cam footage? No, what my wife's listening to in the background is actually a show called, what's your show? Yellowstone Wardens. Have they shown any bison encounters on there?
No.
Seems to be a letdown. He's angry! Well, yeah. If tourists would stop trying to tip over the buffalo, man. It's not such a problem. Let's see here. A show of your dream catcher? You mean the dream catcher that's got the wolf on it? I wouldn't call that mine, but I can here in a second. This is a Lasio Oceano Sazamai 8. Child! We're not playing that game. No, 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 no. You dirty little punk. As you can see, he is inclined to try getting out. He's just like, I'm all the way up there. Come on. Come on. There you go. These critters are very much insectivores. They are pretty small, and they would just wind up on the menu for anything that they'd go to try to pick a fight with that eats arachnids and insects. Generally birds, lizards, mammals. Not sure if any reptiles other than lizards would go after them, but there's always a chance. Wait, I just fucking did that one. Jesus Christ. Can you tell I'm getting tired? Alright. So, list of those that have commented. We have Mystic Lotus, Geo, 2 hard inches, Adam Pascal, Illuminata Balabat, Alf. Have to go down. Olivia Cunningham. Pancake. Jerome. Or Jeremy. Alf, Pancake, Jeremy. The Mystic Lotus. Jason. Geo. Alf. Jason. Alf. Jason. Jeremy. Lotus. Mimi. Alright. Oh my lord. Oh, my stomach is brewing up something nefarious. Oh, I almost forgot about Little B again. So this is our other Lasio Ciano Sazamai. Cage is starting to look a little bit dry. We don't typically water them every night due to the fact that too much moisture is in fact a bad thing. Go through, give it a spritz. Now again, tomorrow we're going to start doing our workout. We're going to be doing push-ups, decline push-ups. Last time I think we started with 28. Hopefully we'll be able to get to 30, if not more. That would be killer. That would be so good. Gotta go. I'll be in and out of the stream. All right, Mimi. Yeah, you don't want mold, especially when it comes to your pets, because your pets are your babies. Looks like there's a little bit of tarantula excrement in that water, actually. Tarantulas have book lungs that are located on the very bottoms of their abdomen. They have 2 sets, 4 lungs, which makes it quite easy for them to get mold spores caught up in there. Now we're going to hold off on getting that workout supplement stuff until after tomorrow, right?
You want me to order it now?
Well, how much is it?
$24.
$24? Do we have the money for it?
In the account, yeah. I was gonna just wait till tomorrow until the
Yeah, I'll order it. When do you think it'll be here? There we go. Yeah, mold can definitely make your animals sick, be it in a reptile cage, mammal cage, or invertebrate cage. So when you see mold, especially mold that is growing at a fast rate, cleaning is key. Keeping cages pristine is what you're looking for. Don't say you're bad. You know what? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're all here. There are some nights where you guys have got to go and do stuff, and the foot traffic coming through here is slow. All right? And I will admit, I am not the most interesting man in the world. I will say this. You probably will never catch me doing some super stupid shit. So at least, I'm at least somewhat wholesome. Maybe not entirely. Here we go. This is our white knee tarantula, another confirmed female in our care. The reason why having female tarantulas is often seen as better than having males is pretty much due to the fact that the females live longer and have the ability to lay fertile eggs. Males typically live at most 6 years. I can say that because one of our Monocentropus balfouri is 6 years old, if not older right now. So we know for a fact that bare minimum, sets the mark on how old our tarantulas can get as males. We also have the Harpictera pulchripes, matured out recently. Another one. There we go. Make sure you use cage clamps. Ship. I was going to do the upgrade one, but not sure if I can afford it. No, it's okay. You are to me at this time. Alf. Okay. You are neither of those things, Alf. You are a bona fide storm chaser in the middle of tornado season. And, I might add, are probably one of the raunchiest individuals I have ever had on my chat. So, no lying to the group now. We know better, sir.
Time.
What?
Sunday.
Sunday what? It'll be here Sunday? Yes. Supposed to help you get swole. Lordy, holy shit. Take care of the roaches. What time is it? Oh, we're actually making pretty good time. That was so funny. So we called in to make an appointment for the new kitten we're going to be getting on Sunday. And the phone starts ringing. And we notice that there is no elevator music or wait music playing. So what do? I pull up the one perfect tune that always plays in the back of my head. Good vibes. Here we go. Like, Alf is always at least on some sort of substance when he's on here. Unless he's got to go and deal with a tornado. In which case, he might be on a substance, throwing another substance at the tornado. We never know. Alright, so these are dubia roaches. They are a feeder insect that many people keep and breed. These are typically what we try to get our animals to eat. I'm pretty sure I got the alligator lizard to eat one of these. And she is currently sleeping that off. The males are the winged ones. The females are the shiny ones that have this patterning going on. And the juveniles are these little critters right here. Now, one of the things that they like to do when they get caught by something is this. So see how it's not moving around that much? They like to play dead. I don't know if the female will do the same. No, she's very much struggling. But yes, these, supposed to pan back to me. Instead, you guys got to see my floor. Don't judge me.
We need to work on that.
Yeah, we do. Especially if I'm doing push-ups tomorrow. Here we go. Trying to get some of these fish flakes into the lid. Here, come on. Well, I've actually been very, very, very appreciative both for you guys and my wife. I want to skydive into a twister on shrooms. I would like it. Okay, so if I ever find out that I've got one foot in the grave and it's a for sure thing and it's before whatever I've got starts trying to take me off of this planet in a rude, crude, socially or awkwardly, just a bad way, I'm gonna be wanting to do some crazy shit before I go. And that's simply because you only have X amount of time on this earth. I've never broken a bone. Never fucking been in combat. If I want to go the Valhalla way, maybe just drop me into an active war zone against an enemy that I really truly hate with a
That
sword.
would not be Valhalla. That would be where the Dawn of War.
Well, if I'm already going to die, I mean, jeez. So we got, we got to go and take care of little B. I have never that I know of, I have never broken a bone. Freaking, I've fallen off high places, fallen off moving vehicles, just done stupid shit that should have wound up breaking something, and I've never broken a bone before. I have even smacked myself in the forehead with a machete and lacerated my ankle with a knife. Okay?
I didn't have my first stitches and I don't count like surgery.
I still remember that when I went and cut my ankle open with a knife. I remember the doctor was only she had like this much string, and she was only gonna use like this much of it for the stitch. And I was like, are you only gonna use that much? It's gonna cost some money. You've already numbed the spot with the needle. That was the worst part. Use as much as you can. By golly, she used at least 80% of that string. Miss Critter broke her foot off in his ass once. Not yet.
Thought about it.
But she's thought about it.
Why am I so tired?
But anyway, as I was saying a minute ago, I am so grateful for my wife and you guys, because you guys have been kind of encouraging me to work out. You've been saying that I actually look slimmer now, and I might actually be seeing it myself. So I do appreciate it, guys. We've been on this journey together for almost a year now, if not a year. And at least we're seeing some progress. And I may have changed my eating habits just a little bit. I know that I said that I would show you guys that you don't have to give up all the food that you like. And I'm correct. You don't have to give it up, but you eat in moderation. Gio, I think you've been here for, what has it been, 7 months now? At least 7 months, possibly a full year. I think Acid was the first one that actually jumped on the bandwagon.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But I think Gio was the second.
Oh, right. Freaking... The Overstreet Crafts shirt that you guys have, is that a dark color?
Black.
Oh my god, we're gonna cook. Now this is our Lasiodora parahabana tarantula. Salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. Excuse me. She is very much pre-molt. She has been chilling a lot in her cage, down in the little tunnel that she bore right there. I'm gonna start putting the camera back up where we can look down on her. So when the time comes that she actually turns around and molts, we will have eyes on the situation, especially if we are away. Yeah, Alf, you're pretty new here. But as far as trolls go, you're probably the most acceptable troll other than Acid that we've had. The rest of them have either left or been blocked. Trevor being one of them. Trevor was an absolute idiot. We have that. Take this. No. All right. Shave my head out. Oh my god. Whew. You want a jumping spider? Well, if you do it the right way, you don't have to go and spend that much money on one, obtaining one, but you will want to get yourself a container to keep it in that will give it enough space to let it do what it does naturally, which is hunt. They like to hunt. They are an active species. If you're as fortunate as we are here in Oregon, you can actually go and find a decent amount out there in the real world that grow to a pretty substantial size. I do recommend acquiring them when they're younger so you have more time with them, MJ. The more time you have with an animal, the better off you and the animal will be. They are in the river valley here. It's awesome. If you get more than one, hey, you can actually help boost the population, raising them domestically and then releasing their offspring close to your domicile. If you know somebody that's got a lot of insects that they need taken care of, you can always sell them to the individual. You can go at a really cheap price too if they're native. Get off! You mother. Oh, are you okay?
What happened?
Oh, I pulled the cat off and it caught the corner of that. You okay? You're not bleeding, are you? No? You're not bleeding? Yeah. Look at him! Look at him! He's so cute. You're such a cute baby. You're such a cute baby. Yeah, you're done with my shenanigans. Your feet okay? Huh? He looks... Really, Alf? What?
Do we want to switch out the litter box tonight or wait till tomorrow?
Probably just wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna take care of these critters. And then we're gonna... Oliver! You're killing me, kid. How many times you gotta go out tonight? Oh shit, I haven't fed them yet. You have food in the bedroom, kid. I'd lose my head if it weren't attached. There we go. You always forget me, Oreo. Is the Phidippus audax.
Fucking
I am going to have to go and take care of those orange head roaches here in a second. Come on. Phidippus audax, the bold jumper or darling jumping spider, is a common species of spider belonging to the genus Phidippus, a group of jumping spider easily identified by their large eyes and their iridescent chelicerae. Are small, colorful spiders observed in the United States who typically feed on small insects and spiders. They are often described as curious and friendly, making them great pets. Of course, in my experience, jumping spiders do make great pets. Nah, shit. Alright. I usually recommend going for a larger species, but if you... Stop burying your food! With the hose for the vacuum, no less.
Better than her shoes.
My child in Christ, you fuzzy blonde bimbo. In any case. Whew. Is Chiang Kai-shek? I don't know who that is. Oh, now you look sad. Of course you do. Alright. Freaking dog. Now, the orange-head roaches are the species that got the most out of hand. We are getting them taken care of. We're not just outright killing them because I feel like that wouldn't be fair to them. But once they become adults, we do tend to cull the population, reducing their numbers drastically in some cases. But we let them live till adulthood at least. I bought them under the notion that they would have a harder time breeding at temperatures lower than 85. I caught them reproducing at temperatures of 56, if not lower. So the idea that these critters are just tropical is absolutely outlandish. Kitten move. All right. Now, we will mist and water the snakes tomorrow. All right. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.